Right edition, welcome and happy day. Recently I changed my car horn to the sound of a gun, and I gotta tell you, people sure do get out of the way a lot faster than they ever did before. Kind of fun to watch them scatter. My daughter recently sent me this. Have a look at the picture. It's a gun key. That's kind of cool. I've never seen one marketed anywhere. She found it online, and you can have a key to your home and a key to your car wherever you like. You can have it made. Just take that thingamadoo into a Home Depot or someplace, and they'll key it for you. Got a letter recently from a very good friend of mine, Tony Bernardo at the CSSA, which of course is the Canadian Shooting Sports Association. It's a sad letter. The content is sad, and all of you people in Canada, if you all get to the e-news, comes out every week virtually and has been for a number of years from the CSSA. They are the NRA equivalent in Canada, and this letter coming from Tony was addressed to Dear CSSA family. I regret to inform you that our dear friend and communications director Brant Scott suddenly passed away this morning. And it's a terrible loss to the CSSA, our community, and us as individuals. And it's a devastating blow, of course, to Brant's family. I knew Brant well, and I'm very, very sorry to hear about this, as so many people are. Just thought I'd share with you that's a celebration of life, I suppose, because he was a great guy and did a lot of great things, in particular for people in the firearm community. And he wrote a great article, and he'll be missed. Now let's get on to Washington and talk about guns from the perspective of a left-wing whack, and that would be their present mayor. His name is Vincent Gray, and recently he made a speech, and he had lots of emotion in this speech, and he was saying, come on, we need help, we gotta have more gun control. Recently a 14-year-old child was killed. Oh, it's just so bad. And it is bad with regard to that episode, of course it is, but he went on with all kinds of other stuff, and then he says, we gotta take guns away from all the people who didn't do the crime. And Washington, D.C. has the strictest gun laws, or has had, than any other city. Chicago was a close second, I guess. And there's more gun crime from bad guys, people crime, I should say, using guns in Washington than anywhere else. I mean, the homicide rate is unbelievably high. And here's a whack saying, give us more gun control. But what's really interesting is, in the same breath, he admits that gun control doesn't work. I mean, he's saying that DC's unconstitutional anti-gun laws don't keep firearms out of the hands of criminals anyway. What? I mean, is he lacking a complete lack of awareness or something? I mean, I just don't get these liberal guys. I mean, nobody will ever figure them out. New gun buyers now in the United States are being asked to disclose what race, what color they are. A lot of people are offended by that. I haven't been particularly. Who cares? I mean, I'm white. I've been white a long time, and I don't mind telling people that particularly. But this new Form 4473 started actually in 2012. It makes gun buyers identify themselves. Are you Hispanic? Are you Latino? Or what are you? And again, there's been a big pushback from that. I'm a little surprised at that, but hey, what do I know? Now, we've had a lot of people write in Canada. I'm Canadian. I spend half of my time every year, though, in the U.S., and I'm a resident there now as well. And we've had people write in and say, hey, some of your stories indicate clearly that you have a gun or guns in the U.S. How do you do that? I want to take a gun to the U.S. too. Well, I'll tell you how, because I know the U.S. Department of Justice, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, you can get a permit from them. It's a permit for temporary importation of firearms and ammunition. It's good up to a year. You have to go to shooting competitions throughout the U.S. You fill out the forms. It's not onerous at all, and it's not a big deal to do, and they treat you really well at the border. You just have to put the guns and the ammo down on the list. It's a 2-page document, and I do it virtually every year, and across the border you go. And in addition to that, I do have U.S. concealed carry permits, but again, I'm a resident, a legal resident there now as well. So that's another story. But if you're a Canadian only and you want to have a firearm on your person in the U.S. when you cross the border, you have to fill out all the proper forms. I think it's called the Form 6, and again, it comes from the ATF, and you can then bring your guns into the country as long as you do go and go to the shooting sports places that you outline, and or you have to have a hunting license. Hey, hopefully that helps, and you all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.